you put yourself in that position as a moral judge? I think you should keep quiet.
All right, Since 93 Sports back with another one. Y'all seen the Louis Farrakhan clip. I thought it was relevant to the issue, even though in context it was a more serious issue, but I felt like the message with that whole clip really ties into this situation. Shouts out to Boxing Ego for breaking this tweet or whatever Oscar De La Hoya put out. I don't follow the guy on Twitter, so I wouldn't have known about it if I didn't see his video. But let's get into it. Basically, Oscar De La Hoya, he's angry with Floyd Mayweather because I did a video a few days back, and I posted the video of Floyd Mayweather in his I think he's in China or something, and he was basically, I think he was doing like a live stream, and he was talking about how Oscar De La Hoya is a hypocrite for calling out Conor McGregor, when he was basically petitioning for the fight not to happen. He was shitting on it every chance he got. He even wrote like a motherfucking long ass paragraph on his Facebook, saying why the fight shouldn't happen. And then he turns around and calls the guy out. And Floyd Mayweather saying he back snorting lines, he back on coke. And I guess that struck a nerve with De La Hoya. So he proceeded to do a tweet saying, "Hey Floyd Mayweather, you want to continue talking shit? Okay, here you go." And then he proceeds to post an article chronicling Floyd Mayweather's criminal history with domestic violence. And then he also makes another tweet, keep talking crap, and he posts a YouTube link to I believe it was like a CNN news piece they did on Floyd Mayweather regarding his domestic violence. And I would never support anybody hitting a woman. You can go back and check my my history as far as my video. I never have supported Floyd Mayweather outside of the ring. Some good stuff he do outside the ring, but primarily I support his talent, as far as being a boxer, and the business aspect of him being able to turn hate into money. Nobody ever really, he didn't have a country behind him like some of these guys do. He created the hate for him, and he turned that into guys buying his pay-per-views just because they want to see him lose. And they made him into a damn near billionaire. So, you gotta admire that and respect that. But anyway, my problem with De La Hoya is, he's one of these guys where he can't judge anybody. You got as much dirt, in your past, if not more, than Floyd Mayweather. Okay, you can go back to his drug addiction, him being in rehab during his biggest fight of his career, Canelo, when he faced Floyd Mayweather back in 2013. Oscar De La Hoya was not there because he was in rehab for I don't know if it was his alcohol addiction or cocaine addiction. Okay, and then we seen the pictures with him in women's lingerie with wigs and heels on. And if that's what he do in his free time, that's cool. But he admitted himself that was a bad time in his life. I guess he was alluding to drugs. And he tried to cover that shit up. I believe he paid the woman off that had the photos, and she still released them. And then he got a DUI this year. I believe he has numerous DUIs. And then we get to the rape case back in 1998. A woman sued him for $10 million for raping and imprisoning her when she was 15 years old. And I did research and try to find articles, and I see articles up until about 99. So you don't hear anything else about it after 99. So I'm guessing he paid the girl off. Okay, so is the kind of guy, man, where the saying they say don't throw stones if you live in a glass house, that applies to him. Like Louis Farrakhan said, you should be quiet, and he should be quiet because he's the last guy that can talk. You should be sitting over in a corner, just on your tippy toes. Like you should be walking on eggshells. You shouldn't be calling anybody out for breaking the law, because you got a pretty extensive criminal history, and if you wasn't, you know, a guy who could generate lots of money through your talent and being a good boxer, you would probably be in jail somewhere. Okay, so you know, just like Louis Farrakhan said before, man, you should be quiet, okay, and you should sit down. But back, I want to say it was a week or two ago, you know, it was a lot of guys in the LDBC, 78 Sports, Ticket TV, Black Fight Fan. They was all pushing for a De La Hoya versus Mayweather 2 fight, and I was against it because, you know, if you don't like the guy, why would you put money in the guy's pocket? Okay, I didn't. That's something I wouldn't really understand. But you know, it really seems like these guys really have real, authentic hate for each other, and that's hard to find. You know, with these fighters, a lot of times it's just business. You know, these guys really, they don't really not like each other. Like, you know, Deontay Wilder said, he was like, you know, I don't dislike Anthony Joshua. I don't hate the guy. It's just business. You know, you got something I want. You got 2 of the other titles. You know, that's what it is. If you didn't have them titles, I wouldn't be trying to face you, you know? So this is a situation where these guys seriously don't like each other, and that can make for a good fight when you got 2 guys that really don't like each other, seriously. So at the end of the day, you know, I don't know if I support the fight happening, but it's definitely up for discussion. You know, it's definitely something that, you know, I want to talk about, and maybe the fight should be made. You know, maybe it'll be an exciting fight for the time in these guys' career. But I don't know, man. Definitely Floyd Mayweather would be the A side. That's, you know, that's a no-brainer at this point. But you know, it's definitely up for discussion. But anyway, man, since 93 Sports, make sure you like, comment, subscribe, and hit that bell icon to be notified when all my latest content drops. And I'm out.
How dare you put yourself in that position as a moral judge? I think you should keep quiet.